Hello my legion of little goblins, this is Gamer Dragon and welcome back to Let's Play Shadows Over Loathing, in a comedic eldritch horror game where you play one of these stick figure drawings, trying to look as dumb as humanly possible. And I realized something, and right as I was about to play this game, I realized something that I should have realized sooner. I miss a very important joke during my throughout my Lucius 2 Let's Play. The joke of somebody gave me fire. And if you don't understand that joke, it was a TikTok that from a couple years ago. Little girl waving a sparkler around, and then this boy comes running across the background screaming, "Somebody gave me fire!" It's the fucking funniest shit I've ever seen. Tar. Don't have a barrel that labeled tar with tar leaking out of it and not have that being not important later. This is the most diagonal plane you've ever encountered. Is it? It's a creepy looking pilot. Talk to her. Seems like you've got kind of a problem here. Ha! You think? Yeah, 3 kinds of problems I got if you don't count the headache. A plane being stuck ass downward in this swamp is just the most obvious one. Anything I can help with? My name's Belinda, by the way. Rhonda Rasmussen, and hi, and yeah, if you've got some time on your hands, you can bet your buns I can use it. Well, what happened? I'm looking to be the first to fly a plane all the way around the swamp in one go. See? Nearly made it too, but first to fly nearly all the way around the swamp won't be making any newspaper headlines. Now look at what I got. Plane half buried in the monk, tainted fuel, and even if I get those sorted out, there ain't enough runway here for me to get flying again. Oh, you noticed, huh? Yeah, it's sticking on the ground right there. Right? Yep, it sure is. The way Rhonda's staring at you starts to make you a little uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else, shall we? So what's wrong with the fuel, exactly? When I landed, the fuel tank got full of swamp water, which I don't know how well versed you are in the chemistry of aircraft fuel, but not good for it. Not good for it. So I siphoned the tank dry, figured it wouldn't be that big a deal since I got a can of backup fuel. Oh, let me guess. That one's full of water too. Ain't nothing so bad that it can't be a little worse. Yeah, I hear ya. So what's involved in building a runway? Well, with enough tar and macadam, I could slap down a quick and dirty runway. Dirtier than quick, for certain, but it'd be good enough for me to get out of here. And I've got plenty of tar. Where do you get that barrel of tar anyway? You know, that's a funny story. But anyway, I need a load of macadam to go with it. Okay, what the fuck is that? It's like gravel for fuss budgets. For my purposes, I need a load of rocks exactly 3 centimeters across. That isn't very many rocks. Each individual rock is 3 centimeters across, not the whole load together. Oh. Okay, to my character, what exactly was it? Where exactly did she lose you? For my purposes, I need a load of rocks exactly 3 centimeters across. Where did she lose you? Because I understood exactly what she meant. She needs a fuck ton of 3 centimeter rocks. I could look for some rocks in that size. Oh, that'd be great. Come to think of it, I believe I passed an old quarry on my way down. Didn't get a close look because I was kind of distracted, but I can mark it on your map for you. Can't go there myself. Need to stay here and guard the tar. Okay, I'll go look. My character's a moron. Oh, good grief. A portly man in a white linen suit, sitting in a wicker chair in a flat-bottomed boat, is being fanned by two large bats as he pulls his craft through the murky swamp water. Okay, I don't know where that accent came at the end. I don't know why it came at the end. And I wonder where the fuck it was in the beginning. I say, pardon me, young lady, but might I prevail upon you to lend me some navigatory assistance? I consider myself a man with a sense of direction, but I must admit this bayou has gotten me turned right around. I will stir myself out. Well, to start, you're way too far west to call this swamp a bayou. Well now, I may be just a simple country Dracula, but I'd have thought I could tell the difference between the bayou and some damn Yankee swamp. Have I really missed Louisville by that much? Yes! You have! You really fucking have! I'm afraid so by more than 800 miles as the bat flies. Well, tarnation! I'll never make it to the Derby at this rate. And I was looking forward to that at Minchaloop. Reckon I'll just have to make do with a... Is your name Mary by chance? No, it's Belinda. A bloody Belinda? Well, any port in a storm, as the poet said. Oh shit, he's a vampire! Give him directions! I don't know if I just draw you a map instead. It's not like drinking me will get you home. I reckon you're correct, but it would get me drunk, which is nearly as good. I'm not drunk enough to get you drunk, bud. Now let's see this map of yours. You draw on your broad geographic knowledge of the waterways of the eastern half of the country, and sketch out a map that should take the vampire back to the Louisiana Bayou via the Ohio-Mississippi rivers, with a stop at Louisville. He's quite impressed with your knowledge, and boats away with a jaunty wave. Fortunately, the fact that vampires can't traverse running waters, e.g. rivers, didn't occur to him until you were well out of sight. Whoops. Somebody's old campsite and it looks strange. Investigate. Amidst all the garbage strewn about, you find a shiny 7/8 combination wrench with CW painted on the side. You've got Charles wrench. That's strange. Obviously this belongs to Charles, but he doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd lose one of his tools carelessly. Nor the kind of guy who'd leave trash around his campsite. You look around more carefully and discover weird tracks in the mud. Big, clawed, bipedal tracks. Maybe Gatorman tracks? And there's a spot where some kind of weird scuffle clearly happened. Oh, jeez, well that tears it. Charles Wallace must have gotten kidnapped by Gatorman. Maybe he dropped his wrench on purpose to attract your attention. Hopefully you can find him soon. Well, damn. Dump truck sits beneath the chute, patiently waiting the day of its dump. And here I am without a pickaxe because this rock has an X painted on it for some reason. Gee, I can't imagine why. It's not like that is the exact X used in treasure maps. This is by far the cruelest rock you've ever met. Befriend it. You hang out with the rock for a while. It is amazing. And it gives you some 6 stylish gels. Close it. Oh, come on! Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me so bad. Well, maybe this... And I can't check my hobo my hobo code knowledge. Is there? Oh. Level 13. Okay, I need one more then. A burly hunter trudging through the mud gives a holler. As he nears, he sees toting a shotgun under one arm, carrying a pile of gator hides over his shoulder. What are you doing? It's also a place for a little lady. Gators will eat you alive. Take this, get yourself a seat on the next bus out. Wow, that's not enough money for the bus. Fine, take it, but go. Okay, I'm not a little lady, by the way. Rude ass dick. State your business. I'm here about the missing children. Tom and Kathy, yeah. That's a song. You'll need to talk to, I guess, either Mr. Chapman or Mr. Tracy about that. I wouldn't let either of them know that you've been speaking to the other bosses. They don't talk anymore. Okay. I am trying to stay cool because it is so stale down where I am right now. What goes on in this place? At Largemouth Bass and Sons, we fish largemouth bass, and most of us are sons. Why don't the bosses speak to one another? Between you and me, and 3,600 largemouth bass, Mr. Chapman and Tracy haven't been on speaking terms since Mr. Chapman was snubbed at the Aquademy Awards a few years back. Well, that's annoying. They tolerate each other only because they both perform a function vital to the business, which is Mr. Tracy debones the fish and Mr. Chapman rebones them. Only then are the fish ready for sale at a market. Are you saying you take out the fish's bones and then put them back in? It's tradition. For generations, a Chapman has deboned the bass, and a Tracy rebones them. The unique process is what gives our bass its distinctive tang. Okay, so what do you think happened to the kids? If you ask me, that's what I just did. Like, what part of that sentence lost you? What do you think happened to the kids? I am asking you! Hell, they ran off. This likes it a fisted for everyone, and Tom and Kathy, they never had the makings of a largemouth bass deboner or reboner. I'll be going to find someone more useful. The viscous puddle reflects a gloomy face. Where's my mouse? Where's my cursor? There it is. Is it the puddle? To the man! Holy fuck, is this how the entire episode's gonna go? Someone says something stupid and I just react to it. What's the matter with you? She's left me. Left you. Amphibious truck. Oh, so not a person. No, I'm more interested in amphibious trucks. So what happened to your truck? Our truck. Company truck. We used it to take the fish to the market. Nights ago, I forgot to fill her up right before bed. That must have really ticked her off because the next morning she was gone. Oh no, nothing. Are you suggesting this trunk is sentient? It's funny. I wouldn't have thought so, but I can't see any other explanation for it running off the way it has. Could it have anything to do with the missing kids? Tom and Kathy? You'd have to talk to Mr. Chapman and Mr. Tracy about that. Maybe they took the truck, dummy! I don't know, seems like a stretch. When did the children go missing? Same day as the truck. I think that's probably a coincidence. Maybe if I hit myself hard enough, I'll fucking see the agree with the stupid running rampant here! What's this bottle here? It's the gas I never gave her that night. It's here, now in our special place. Wait for her to come home. Is it working? Obviously, you can see that it's not! How far could someone have gotten in the trunk? The gas left in her? Couldn't have gone further than 100 miles. 100 miles, okay. No, 100. Sorry, 100 is fisherman's lingo. It means 11. She'll be back. She has to come back. She'll run out of gas otherwise. And then where will she be? There's something fishy going on in there. I'm sure there is. Kitty! Fishermen's cats are a touchy sort and regard unproven outsiders with highest suspicion. The cat avoids your touch. You have the sense that only loyalty to the fisherman's cause will overpower its suspicions of you. Champagne for my real chums, real pain for my shit. Whatever, I'm... Surely a fisherman yearns for a glorious death at sea. Not to wind up behind a desk. I think that's a fate that lots of people would hate. Hello there, I wonder, do you ever wish you had had a glorious death at sea? Oh! Many a sea creature has tried to give me this one, miss. But before they could get their teeth in me, I've reboned them 6 ways to Sontag. He spits a wad of chewing tobacco out the door. Guy Chapman, Chief Reboning Officer, Largemouth Bass and Sons. Are you about Tom? I did see the posters about the missing children. Find one child, you'll find the other, Mr. My Tom has been lured into the lair of Oakham's gator by that Jezebel of a E-boner's son. A good and true fisherman led astray by that delinquent sorceress who's never cared a Walt Whitman for what we do here with largemouth bass. Okay, first of all, Occam's gator. Chapman's cheeks darken to the murky hue of a humpback anglerfish. As long as there has been a largemouth bass and sons, there has been an Occam gator. To our great misfortune, I venture that there's no creature of land nor sea quite so terrible. 12 feet tall he is, red as a furnace, with smoke billowing from his nostrils. He and his rapacious appetites are a plague on our business. He'll eat everything we've got. Largemouth bass. Everything. Lord have mercy. Keeps me up at night, wondering what we did to deserve him. Is it a sin against the land to both debone and rebone our fish? Perhaps. But damn it, that's what gives our bass its sing. Okay, first of all, second of all, you're being a little sexist, don't you think? Not remotely. I'm not saying anything about her gender at all. I'm only saying that she may have got my boy eaten by a gator man. Yeah, but when you throw words like Jezebel around, that's a little loaded. Is it? Well, I didn't mean anything by it, but I'm willing to change. You have to be patient with me, alright? I'm old-fashioned, and I can't keep up with all these new ideas your generation has. Gender and penicillin. If my alcoholic grandparents can do it, you can too! Realize how bad that sounds? Well, it's always been bad, it's just like, wow. I'm comparing video game characters to alcoholics! Ah! How is Kathy responsible? Oh, the arrogance of youth! Kathy Tracy has never thought she had anything to fear from Occam's gator. She didn't respect him. Several times I caught her attempting to summon the beast by shouting his name 3 times in a mirror or directly into the mouth of a bass. It was always going to end with her in Occam's belly. I just didn't think my Tom would be fool enough to go along with it. Do you think Tom could have run away on his own? Absolutely not. Tom's a 3rd generation bass boy. Proud and true. Why, just last month he said, I'm excited about my future reboning in largemouth of bass, Dad. Does that sound like the words of a boy with 1 foot out the door? No. There's a simpler explanation. The siren song of Kathy Tracy who lures good men into the bellies of gators. Okay. I'm also looking for someone myself. Charles Wallace? Is he a fish? No! But I'm not the person to ask. I'm a fisherman, friend. My bag is fish. You're looking for a human? You want to be asking some sort of human fisherman? I'm feeling salty. I'm glad you could joke through your son's abduction. Here does terrible things to the mind. I pray you never know torment like mine. Okay, I just said my friend is missing. Also, my uncle is missing, so fuck you! Fuck you up the ass and around the corner! His expression turns sour. Now that you've burnt a hole in his premise, he has lost interest in the conversation. Okay, I don't know where your friend is, alright? He's seeing you. Goddamn idiots. Back there's a mess. It's okay, I don't mind. Not messy, it's the mess, as in where we have our meals. Oh, I thought they only called it a mess in the armed forces. And is fishing not the armed forces? What do we use to hold our rods, huh? Your hands? Well, anyway, can I go in? Can't see any need for that. I'm just gonna fuck off. I think my tolerance has got, like, decreased recently. Are the shotguns keeping out? Or is something else? Or something else is? Who cares? I'm going inside. Do I conduct to this? Emptied! To magnify the misfortune of my stolen daughter! Any idea who did this? Can't prove it yet. But I'll be damned if Occam's gator did not have his claws in this. When did this happen? 3 nights ago. I'm still in shock. Can't even muster the strength to close the safe. I can do that for you. It's not hard. Would you? Sure. Alright. Greetings. As a mariner, do you hate being stuck behind a desk? Excuse me, I make 6 figures a year behind this desk. And mind your manners. You're adjusting Adam Tracy, Chief Deboning Officer of Largemouth Bass and Sons. Are you about Cassie? Yeah, I did see some posters about missing children. That's right, 3 nights ago, Cassie disappeared along with all her clothes and possessions, the contents of that safe there, and the company chump. Oh, and the Chapman kid. Sounds like she might have run away from home. I'll excuse the remark as you don't know my Kathy, but suffice to say that's impossible. Kathy loves largemouth bass almost as much as the assuming preordained roles in a multi-generational family business. No, Cassie would not simply leave home. There's a much simpler explanation. Occam's gators. Wow, the other guy was just accusing your daughter of making off with his son. But you're just going straight for the gator, huh? So tell me about this thing. A monstrous gator man. Centuries old, 10 feet tall if he's an inch. With scales as blue as the deepest ocean. His 2 tails as sharp as razors. And he's not afraid to shave you. His appetites are insatiable. He'll strike at night and gobble up our fish, guns, tax returns, whatever. And now I feel my Kathy. I don't know what we did to provoke his ire. That beast has bullied and bothered our business since my grandfather was in tournaments. I sometimes think the swamp itself has summoned him up to be our tormentor. Okay, so we're getting like 2 different accounts of what this fucking gator looks like. So, you think Occam's gator ate Kathy? You have to understand, for decades, Occam's gator has been the sole author of this business's misfortune. Would he eat a child? Absolutely! That's his MO, or monstrous operandi. Then aren't we too late to save Kathy? Not necessarily. Occam's only handicap is his glacially slow digestion. What about Sylvester, a god of ours? He was swallowed up by Occam's. Not by stripping off in his belly and greasing his body with Occam's own fat, he was able to slither up and out of Occam's jaws while the great beast slept. Okay, you know where I can find Sylvester? I don't know, we had to terminate him for attempting to unionize. My friend Charles is missing. Could Occam's have taken him too? Certainly it's possible. Don't think the criminality of Occam's gator knows any bounds. Alright. Let's talk about something else. You must know, but I warn you. My daughter's objection makes me a poor conversationalist. Do you think if Cicero's daughter was missing, he could have gone on and said all the famous sayings that for which Mr. Cicero is known? What do you do around here? Okay, I'll be out of the way. Looking for something? What's back here? Crew quarters off limits. You live here? We live with it. Where the fish live, we live. I see. So these people have been completely, totally, and utterly fucking useless. Alright, let's wander around. A flash of light cuts through the trees. The glare passes and then you see it, poking its head out above a canopy. Telescope! Why, you fancied a telescope ever since you were a young girl. You pressed your nose to the window of the telescope shop for hours, until the proprietor would run out and threaten to tan your boots with a tripod. had a telescope as a kid. And I still want a telescope. And you've waited long enough. Go and get your telescope. A bald sniper is so tough and tall, it's no surprise some fella has chosen to make of it a tree home. Shut up. Hello? Hey, miss. Why don't you keep walking, huh? This here's Will Hunter's tree house, and the rules is, tain't no grown-ups allowed. You misspelled the loud. What do you want to be so mean for? Just like all the teachers at school. What's your story, Will? Tain't much to tell. I ain't all that interesting, miss, I swear. Not to the city folk like you now, always. What are you doing in a swamp? Nothing special. Same things everybody gets up to, I reckon. Do I want to know what that is? I ain't telling anyways. What's up there? Oh, it ain't nothing, anything, I ain't swear it. You don't want to see it anyways. I want to use the telescope you've got up there. Afraid that telescope's the property of Will Hunter, same as my licorice collection. You mean licorice? No, licorice! Wouldn't be called licorice because it ain't made of rice. It's called licorice because you lick it. But I'm saving mine up so I can lick them all at once. Can you let me up? No girl ever been in Will Hunter's treehouse, and I ain't fixing to break that tree. Not for nothing. Screw it, I'm climbing. Enough of this. It's time to clasp your robust limbs around the trunk of the wet, shedding cypress and begin to shimmy. Hey now, this is a private treehouse. Stop it or I'll tell you till you can't stand up. Right, I'm coming up. Why, there's no boy in this treehouse at all. Only the large and sagging features of a human face sunk into the tree's very trunk. Surely that can't be young Will Hunter. Oh well. Reckon now 'tain't no keeping you from seeing my plate. I've been wicked, miss. What happened to you? Can't much to tell. That can't possibly be true. The great tree sighs, shedding scraps of bark that drift to the treehouse floor. Well, you ever heard of a doctor? Do you know what that is? Yes, well, I know what a doctor is. Rub it in, why don't ya? I told you, Will Hunter never got along with no toochers. I only ever met one doctor, Dr. Wiss. Lived on the same street as my stamp aunt. Just one morning he paid me 6 bits to paint his fence, and well, heck, I swear I was fixing to do it, miss, but I heard there was an interesting trout down on the river. A little wider than average, but not very wide. Just the way Will Hunter likes. How can a boy resist? Are you asking me? I'm telling you, miss. Will Hunter couldn't resist a gander at a trout. And any boy who says he could is lying. Anyway, Doc Wiss, he weren't real pleased, and to teach me a lesson, he went and cursed me into a tree. How did this doctor turn you into a tree? Don't ask Will Hunter how. All I know is doctors, they got all kinds of powerful tools. Tweezers, height chart, could use anything. What lesson are you supposed to learn from this? That I ought to paint fences if I says I'm fixing to? I guess that's it, yeah. all I can think of. Can you end this curse? Well, the doctor told me I'd be a tree till I could make it good by painting a bunch of fences all around town. Hard enough for me to do that like this, I'll tell ya. Wow. I feel like I'm getting scammed into this. I could do that for you. Oh, Miss Paint Fence, you don't want to do that. Sure I would. I want to see the telescope. The wind picks up and snaps a few weak twigs, but Will doesn't seem to mind. Say, that's real swell. Thanks a lot, miss. The doc who cursed me at a nice white picket fence, and he said something like, Will Hunter gotta paint 3 more fences just like his, or I'll be a tree forever. Paint 3 fences. Got it. You can get my paints and brush out of my knapsack. I just handed them to you, but I'm a tree. Is there a ladder you can put down? So as I can. Ain't a ladder in the way you and I would know it, though. But part of the tree that I can sort of waggle around. And we're still a boy, I reckon you'd say it's like my fingers or nostrils. Will Hunter extends his long, arborescent fingers and or nostrils through the hole in the treehouse back to the swamp floor. Should be able to climb down those nostrils now. Be around, Will. Grab that. You grab the contents of the knapsack. You got Will's paint and brush. Take care of those, will ya? That long-handled brush belonged to my grandfather. Your grandfather? I don't think so. Alright, keep an eye out for When he reaches a certain age, a boy loses his enthusiasm for hoarding rocks in a treehouse. This is called the death of innocence. And when a girl reaches a certain age, she starts hoarding rocks. They're crystals, they're pretty, and I like them. Fuck you. The telescope is a gateway lens that often leads to the use of binoculars. You see nothing out of the ordinary. Rivers run around the trunks of trees. Crawdads and crawmoms make love upon the rocks. And a duck is impaled on the beak of an heron. Here in the swamp it is. A day like any other. The circle of light turns on and on. Make like a tree, grow roots, and stay here forever? No, I'd like to leave. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll just go back to the bus stop and hope for something to happen. Wow, nothing happened. Boo. Alright, let's take a wander. Well, that's something you don't see every day. A big hunch of raw meat hanging from a tree branch in the middle of a swamp. That's suspicious. Or at least, I don't see that every day. Maybe you spend more time in swamps than I do. Anyway, not wanting to let a perfectly good haunch go to waste, you approach it. And with a cartoonish boing, you and Dr. Adams find yourselves trapped in a big net, hanging from the tree. Well, dang it! Why not acceptable? I kind of want to fuck around and find out, so let's wait for our captors. After a time, a band of gator men arrive and are plainly delighted at having caught some prey. Ha ha! Human dumb, trick easily. That hurts, but I guess you don't have much of a leg to stand on. Ha ha! No, each leg. I meant like a rhetorical leg. Eat both! The Gatormen lower the net to the ground and surround you as they open it. Wait, who are these guys? Oh, have you not seen a Gatorman yet? Sorry, it's hard to keep track. These are the guys Jessica mentioned. They're pretty much what you'd expect from the name Gatorman. They're intelligent, upright walking alligators. They have tough, scaly skin, lots of teeth, and pissy attitudes about everything that they aren't already eating. They especially hate intruders, and are the second biggest reason that the swamp isn't a popular tourist decoration. The first being, it's a swamp. I can think of a few people who would disagree with that statement. Okay then. The Gatorman and waited patiently while I explained that to you, which is unusually nice of them. Fight! Oh, I'm worried this might not be this fight might have been ill-conceived. Oh no, we can't have that. We'll just off the piano on this guy. You are... suck. I am so confused as to what just happened. Oh no! One, two. There's no way. That was weird. You won! That'll teach them to capture a human being with obvious trap. I fell for that on purpose. Gator stick, gator cheese. I don't even want to fucking know. You're going to choose not to interrogate the biological means by which this stuff is produced. In the teeth of a coom with the core cheese. No, thank fucking you. Gator drink. Maybe that's why they're so cranky. Swamp punch. Slab of some bone and flesh from some animal too distasteful to ever even mention, let alone eat. So why do I have it? That'd be something interesting. Some annoying shit. Okay! I am seriously mistaken. Alright, I need... go down to books. Yeah, let's do this one. Music was obviously written by someone who read about all of the bad hunks and thought the problem with those hunks is that they were not bad enough. It's just awful. Speaking of bad honks, you really need to blow your nose and you can't find any tissue, so you use every single page of the book instead. Then, because the book is disgusting now, you throw it away. Why would you do that? Park. No! I need this! Oh, you gotta be kidding. Let's go back to Largemouth Bass and Sons. A geyser of swamp gas erupts nearby with a loud "I'm not even gonna bother" sound and a brownish yellow bleh. I won't bother trying to describe the smell. I'm sure you can imagine it for yourself. A large swarm of stink bugs quickly arrive and start zooming around inside the gas cloud. It's unclear if they're attracted by the smell or if they're refilling their stink bags or what. But when the cloud dissipates, you're probably gonna have to put a lot of unwanted attention. I was so close to killing that swarm. Rude. Good turtle. You won! Take that, disgusting parts of nature! One of the stink buds surrenders, clearly in awe of either your strength or your smell. Got Stinky the stink bug. The stink bug keeps staring at you with a big grin on his little proboscis thing. Wow! I keep him around too. Cold water bug egg. These eggs, like all of us, consist primarily of water. Searching for Charles in the Big Moist. I still need to get 3 pounds of eggs. Still need to find barbecue sauce. Rasmussen wants you to bring her some 3 centimeter diameter gravel from the quarry. We'll ask you to paint 3 dirty fences to help him remove his arboreal curse. Where am I going to do that? Do I need to do that in the city? We'll start in Ocean City. Huh. I need to get that settled up. I'm actually looking for, like, seltzer, smelling salts, and spork. I have a barbecue fork and tongs, but no sauce. Wait, maybe she's... I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe I wasn't expecting to be disappointed by life in general. Let's see, anything else I can... 20 through 39... 40 through 59. 60 through 79. Okay, no new newspapers. Oh, I should have known that's where those fishmen came from. Let's hope we can get a fight. You step through the hole in the wall and down a short tunnel and emerge in front of a whole crowd of yelling fishmen. This almost sends you into a panic until you realize they aren't yelling at you. They're yelling at the two fishmen pummeling each other in the boxing ring. Looks like you've discovered a literally underground fighting league. Okay then. The first rule is glub glub glub. The second rule is also glub glub glub. This guy almost looks human, apart from the gill flaps and the big fishy lips. Yeah, they're commentating on the boxing acts, or practicing to be a world-class gargler. Huh, we don't get many humans down here. Glur, 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 glur. You here to bet or to fight? So I can join in on the fighting? Sure, kid, sure you can. Only rule is bare knuckle-ish. Only no weapons. Plush tish. We can't interrupt it. Sharky and Tommy been going 21 rounds already. So you want to fight, you gotta jump in there and beat them both for the title. What do I get if I win? Builds up a large tarnished brass championship belt, which is heavily encrusted with glistening fishman eggs. Huh. Ask about fighting. Alright, I need to disarm myself. I think this counts. Does that count? Fight! Let me at him! Okay, kid, your funeral, what's your name? Belinda Scale. Lady Shenglurglurg! A new challenger approaches! Facing Jack the Shark, Sharky, and Tommy Lochran for the championship title in round 21 is Belinda Chumbucket Scale. Hey! Good luck, kid, you're gonna need it. Oh, I can use my sax. throw that at him. Probably counts as cheating, but gotta count for something. Pow! Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna die. Holy shit, I'm alive. Oh, shit. May have been a waste, but I'm desperate, okay? You win! The announcer grudgingly gives you the championship belt. You scrape the eggs off of it and stash it in your sack. Got the row, got the belt. Nice. Tommy and the shark pick themselves up and go back to pummeling each other. Probably just for something to do. Professor Adams tells you some boring facts. Maka gets stronger. That was too fucking close. Okay. Oh, right. We should probably go take those eggs to, Rufus. Maybe if it pleases you. Yo, what up? Friend Belinda, it occurs to me that my old office here at the Institute may yet be accessible. And if so, then my binder of research notes that may be of some value to us. Really, where's your office? At the far end of the Infinite Corridor. How is that possible? Mine was one of the first offices in that wing, if you see. And they began the corridor from that end. Okay, I'll wait here. You pause to mop your brow with your pocket handkerchief. Dare say the Infinite Corridor has gotten longer since last you were here. But at length, you have returned to your old office and discovered to your light that it is just as you left it. A bit dustier, perhaps. Proceed. All of your books are still here, even your autographed copy of Newton's De Montu. Fascinating stuff, that. Though a bit outside your wheelhouse. This takes me back. In the old days, you were obliged to use coffee cups for our experiments. As test tubes had not been invented, they eventually made a very strict rule against jappery and practical jokes. Your old lab assistant's desk. What was his name again? Smith? Schmidt? You do recall that he used to give you merry hell for mispronouncing it all the time. I wonder if he ever made a tenure. Your first periodic table. Earth, fire, air, water. I'm not even going to try to understand what that word is. Things were so much simpler back then. Your old desk. And you know with satisfaction that your standing orders to the cleaning lady to never touch it have not fallen by the wayside. Look for your notes. You locate the spine of your notes binder in the detritus and yank it out with a quick jerk, such that the remainder of the pile settles itself without collapsing. Boring lecture. Well, Miss Belinda, I have returned. Hi, Professor, did you find what you were looking for? Indeed, I have. I dare say they may come in handy for in times ahead. Great, let's go. Oh my god, I'm in so much pain right now. Now to Rufus's God motherfucking... Get out of here! I'm already in enough pain. So, we'll see if Rufus's experiment pays off on Friday. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and share this video with someone who might enjoy the series. I'm Gamer Dragon, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ouch.